Okay, so we have a repair here. The rear slope, as you can see, I'm by myself. Here's the entire area. It's the damaged shingle right here. So right away, just based off of the install here, the way they did the reveal, you can see, I can already see the edge of the shingle here. With a 3-tab shingle, that means that this is the last shingle on the right side. So we got 1, 2, 3. So these are the ones here. This one's already unsealed. Everything else still sealed down. And you can see this actual blue chalk line here is it's a different tone. You can't, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's a different style than the one that I have. Mine's like a lighter blue. This is a darker blue. This is from the gentleman who was out here for the insurance for you guys to actually mark up the roof and find the damages. You can see some of his markings are still here with the wind damage, and I guess this is the accessories right here. So I can see some of the missing shingles that we have here. So just the condition of the roof. And you can see that they had marked these shingles up here and saw that they were wind damage shingles. You can see one of his marks right here, still pretty bright. So I'm just going off of literally one of the shingles that they had marked up as wind damage. There's another one right there, but just you can see the severity of the roof. This side here with all of its missing shingles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 missing shingles in the front. There's a handful of creased shingles all around as well. You can see all throughout here. The front side looks like you got 1, 5, 15. So all the damaged shingles that he or she found all throughout this. Sorry for the wind. It's a little bit windy, but it's a nice warmer day than usual. We actually had snow up here, but it's actually temperature out. Temperature's been rising, so all the snow has melted all around the area here. So again, here's the general area. I'll show you everything overview. We're going to be doing a repair. 49 degrees today. The wind is giving a little bit of wind chill, so I do have my hoodie on. But other than that, perfect temperature. The shingles are not freezing cold, not fertile or anything like that. From the actual temperature. So tools today: hammer, standard pry bar for taking the shingles out. With how thin it is, sharp it is. We also have the P-hook side where we can go in and actually scoop the old nails out just like that. Also with that, and then the roof stake for actually nailing the shingle, the nail back in, nailing the shingle down. That's what we're going to be doing today. So to start off, again, we already identified this damaged shingle right here, all around the areas. Basically, I'm going to demonstrate it on these 2 shingles right here, which are attached to the damaged shingle, what I'm going to be doing to surrounding shingles. I'm going to put my palm under it, just a little bit underneath where the sealed line is. My fingertips stay up, and I'm just going in, I'm just cutting away at that sealant that's underneath the shingle. I'll go in, I'll double check, make sure everything's okay. No material transfer, not ripping or anything like that. If it's ripping, the shingles are obviously failing. It's not continuing repair. Getting chunks of shingles being missing from underneath, things like that. Didn't get anything here, so we're good to go. I'm going to go to the top side now. Starting off on the right hand side. Same as that procedure, just going in, unsealing the shingle, checking underneath. And I'll come in after I finish unsealing. I'll just make sure we're still recording. I like to kind of just check when I'm by myself like this. I like to make sure that I'm still recording. Perfect, so 1, 2, 3, 4. From this side is unsealed. We can go up to the next 3. Clean. Even out now. It's cloudy. If the clouds were in here, it'd actually be pretty warm. But there they go again. Again, 49 degrees. It was 51 a second ago. It just started to dip down again. It's been like that for the past three or 2 days. So perfect time to do the repair. Everything's unsealed now. We're good to go. Again, I'm just going to make sure that we're still recording because I am by myself on the roof. Yes, we are. Thank you for your patience. I'm trying to make this video not too long. I'm still doing the repair properly with the right tools and taking the right care and everything. But I don't want you guys to sit here for too long. So what I'm going to be doing here, lifting the shingle up with my thumb, identifying where the nail is that I have to take out, going in with my tool both sides and getting that nail out of there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly lift it up and rest my fingertips on the shingle above, never on the same shingle that I'm working on. I'll go in, and just the length of this tool is great because now my hands stay back here and I can pretty much just one hand this. Again, P-hook side, find where that nail is, without even looking, I can pull pull that nail out. That's why the tools you use are very important for the job. But you saw what I did there. Again, just being very careful. At a certain point, I can do it one-handed. Again, the reason why I want to rest my fingertips here is I don't want to put any tension near the tops of these shingles, in the middle of these shingles, anywhere where I can accidentally kind of fold the shingle up in any type of way. Don't want to do that. I'm going to lift it. I want to lift it in one unison drive where everything is up at once. So continuing on here, again, identifying where the nail is. Once I know where it's at and I have it on the tool, I can really just let go of the shingle at that point and then just let the tool do all the work. So right here, as you can see, it just protruded up. Now go in, and that's how high it needs to be lifted. And that's how I can get that nail out without lifting it too high. If I were to not have this tool, I would have to kind of go underneath with my hands, all that stuff. You don't want to do that. Having the right tool like this, where it's nice and long, right sections where you can use the tool properly, you won't have to lift the shingle too high. That's exactly what we did there. Continuing on, again, I just wait until I have it latched. Once it's on there, I just use the tool. Let the tool do the job. You know, that's why you have the tool. Nail is out, just to show you again, it's how high I'm going to be lifting that shingle. Excuse me. Kind of speeding through it now, but still taking the same precautions, still running through the same fundamental basics that I've instilled in the beginning of the video. This one's where the seam is, so just so I don't have to keep lifting the shingle too many times, I like to just get both nails up at once when there's a seam, and I can go in with my tool and let it do the rest. Again, this nail right here is a little bit higher than the rest of them, so I'm just being a little bit careful here. I'm going to use two hands, just so I don't lift you can see I'm kind of holding the shingle where it needs to be at. Don't want to lift any higher, don't need to. So I just want to kind of allow a little bit more support from either hand. Continuing on. Again, identify where the nail is. Once I have it latched, I'll go underneath, very carefully get that nail up, find the spot where the nail is, and slowly pop it out. Very simple, almost done. Last nail, and then we'll pull the shingle out and put it right back in for the purpose of the repair. Boom, boom, and there you have it, damaged shingle. I want to kind of bring you in, show you what's going on so far. You can see this is where you pulled that shingle out. Very good, no ripping, nothing major, everything's still pretty good. Sealant's dry, that's a given though for the age of the roof. You can see all the sealant is dry, but you can see the shingles around it. Nothing major yet. We're seeing some issues already kind of happening right here, part of right here. We're gonna go ahead and continue the repair. Let's go ahead and continue the repair. For the purpose of the video, we're gonna put the same shingle back in. Line it up perfectly where it was, where it needs to be. This is the fun part where you get the roof snake out. This tool is great for this job because it keeps that shingle at bay, keeps it low. So the issues that are kind of show with these shingles from lifting up just slightly while we had it up. This is going to lift it the same exact height again, but it's going to restrict it. So there's no hands, no tools. Besides this, is underneath the shingle and actually doing the work. We'll go underneath. I'll line it up where it needs to be on a nail line. I'll fully fit the nail until this base is flush with the roof. I'll then go in and take it out from the actual slit here where the nail sits, pull it out, and then put it right on top of the nail head and fully hammer it down. Set it up like this, and that's it. And you saw that the shingle has not lifted it any higher than we were actually taking the nails out, so we keep that consistency across the board the entire repair. That's why this tool is great, because it kind of prevents that human error by accidentally lifting it too high. You just have this do what you do. It's great for completing spot repairs like this. Do it all the time on roofs that are newer, roofs that maybe just had a really bad windstorm come through and it didn't settle properly after install. Issues like that, where you come back in, you do a repair very simply with this. this starts to get a little hairy. That's when you kind of start running some of these issues that you're seeing now with this and stuff. So you gotta kind of be careful and see how you do it. But if you use all the proper tools, you do it the proper way like this, it should hold up, unless again the shingle isn't pliable. Complete it. Continue on. Top row now, we got the seam here. So again, let's do everything kind of like only one time usually. We have that stuck here, so we'll go back in. It's probably the only bad thing about this tool is the fact that sometimes the nails don't catch very nicely and they slip out. So that's because of the gravity of the slope. So if you're on a lower slope, it's really easy like this. If you're on like a steeper slope, it's very easy for you to drive back, and the nail comes out and it doesn't come out all the way, and you have to go back and reset everything. So that's not really a person's fault. You're kind of just working with what you're being given, you know. Same thing here. Going back in, cleaning the nail. Drive it, and then we'll come in and close both. So first one, second one, close both. That way it's lifted up for just a little bit, and we finish it. Continuing on, everything back to normal now. Just one nail for this one. Second, cup. Back in the tool. Let's continue driving it down. There we go. You kind of get some of these little small things that happen right away. You can kind of catch it and fix it real fast. Like I said, sometimes the tool's just not going to behave the way you want it to. It's just unfortunate. You got to kind of adapt to that. So right here, before we do anything, I'll bring you guys in, show you what's going on. Thank you for your patience. 12-minute video. I do apologize. So, just trying to grab a piece of chalk here to highlight what's going on. Okay. So, starting here again, original damaged shingle. This is the, just gonna put O right there for the original. So, everything up top right here is what has happened after the repair. So you can see right here, pretty consistent. Same thing here. Left, right side. Same thing here. Left, right side. Over here, same thing on the right side. Let me move up to the top right here. This one's actually in pretty good shape. It's starting to like slightly crease right here, but this is a pretty good one. This is a good pass, I'll give it. Next door to it, you can pretty obviously see what's going on here. And same thing over here with both sides. So you can see from the actual repair, one of the shingles came out pretty good, unscathed, no issues. But the rest, you can see, all have some type of issue. Creasing, ripping. This one right here is in pretty bad condition. You can already see the fibers underneath the shingle. That's just from the repair itself. From this repair here, you can clearly see that this was a failed repair. This roof is not repairable. This is going to be the same result we get with all these shingles here that we're going to have to repair. Every single one, from this one to the ones over here to the front. Because the front, as you can see, the front is actually the lighter side. The back is the darker side. So in the lighter side, the darker one, you saw how severe it was there. The lighter side is going to be 5 times bright, where you can actually see the creasing, the ripping. It's going to be a lot more obvious because it's a lot lighter. And it's the darker side, you can really see it as clear. But as we saw here, pretty clear cut. This roof is not repairable. Thank you for your patience. Have a great day.